Previously on The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero.
Hey, how's it going?
Excuse me, what are you doing back here?
I thought maybe if I asked you nicely, if I could go up there, you might just like, let me.
You already know the answer, Lloyd. And you'll know what will happen if you put a single foot on that step.
You'll explode again?
No, you'll explode.
I don't know. I don't think you're that powerful.
Try me, Lloyd. Just fucking try me.
Lloyd, I think she's serious, man.
Nah, man, I'll be fine. You never know. This time, I might actually make it up the stairs.
Lloyd! Oh God. So you're gonna try and go up the stairs?
Yeah, you know what? I think I might have just had a peek at an alternate timeline. I think I might be developing superpowers too.
Nah, Lloyd, you just got the fear God put it in you. That's normal.
Yeah, maybe so.
And now back to...
Open up!
Hello!
NicoB! Back with some more The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. When we last left off, guys, some good drugs. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna hit myself. The town's acting weird. Everyone's all confident, laughing all the time, but not in the cool, sexy way, more like the crazy, coked up way. Wonder why that is. Oh shit, it's because of cocaine. Or these weird blue pills that we get off of Gance's body. Thanks for beating this guy in poker, by the way, Lecter. That's what I'm here for. At least as far as you know. So Gance has been using these performance-enhancing drugs to basically give him superhuman senses, but also just making him absolutely fucking crazy. And we came across some other people in the city, including Bond, father of Sunita, Dino, the blue-haired punk with a heart of stupid, and Nikolai, the Arc-and-Ciel dancer that strives to be at the top. And the thing is, the First Division has literally been told that they cannot do anything about this case. Which, you know what that means? It's up to us. That's right, bitch, these are my drugs. My drugs now! We taking the freaking case away from the First Division. God, it feels so fucking good. Oh yeah. But yeah, man, that like aha moment was so satisfying. And you guys, it was pretty sad. Apparently it was very satisfying for you guys to watch, and I'm glad to see me make that connection. The sudden realization that like what is actually going on and what actually like ties the people together, like motivation wise. Because initially just felt like, oh, it was just random people and stuff. And then you, that understanding that no, it isn't random, actually. It's also just kind of wild to think about that, like, I'm playing a JRPG where drugs that are used to try to get ahead like this are like a thing or like a plot point. I mean, granted, I'm playing a game where I'm playing cops, right? So I guess to me, it's not that surprising that drugs became a major plot point. But for JRPGs, like juicing, especially like performance enhancing drugs, that's like not a thing you really see. Usually it's done through like some magical shit or something. If you know, so, like I'm powering myself up or whatever, or like summoning a demon or becoming a demon or something, but not like, yeah, man, just give me some of that good stuff. If you want to get in your system faster, you fucking just crush it up and snort it right through your butthole. And I love that I was able to see it in the city too, right? And it all made sense. And someone actually did a good job of sort of explaining the satisfaction behind that was Zyke Strike, who last episode said, this episode is definitely a good time when Trails shows talking to NPCs is a highlight. You probably wouldn't have too many thoughts on of these people acting differently if you weren't stalking them day and night. Yeah, it's like I saw like there were things sort of different about them. Like Dino's, I think, was the least obvious to me just because he was already like a punk, you know, like he's already part of like a group of thugs. So I was just like, oh, I guess he's just kind of like put on his big boy pants. But then when I really started to see that like what this is, and also wasn't it great just like being at the start of the episode? I'm so fucking confused. I'm legit so confused. Nothing makes sense. People are fucking dying out there and I don't know what the heck's going on. Only for it to all come together and also explain why all of these other extra folks I've been talking to are acting differently as well. It's like, damn, man, shit pays off in spades. It feels like it was worth the effort to talk to everyone. But Zyke Strike, thank you so much for your incredibly accurate comment. And it's that reason you are comment today. But all right, seems we are now free to start exploring outside of the town. We gotta go get the blue pill looked at by Dr. Gwenter, but we also have some side stuff to take care of. Before we do that, real quick, there's Kia. I didn't talk to her.
Guys, you have to leave again?
Sorry, Kia. We've got something to take care of. We'll be back in the evening, okay?
Wants to bring you back souvenirs? No, that's okay. I'll have you come home and safe as the best gift I could get.
Sparkles.
Kia.
My heart, fuck! Her smile has pierced my very soul.
Oh shit, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack for a minute. Ah! The grim atmosphere ran away at the first sight of a smile.
Huh? Have a good day, be careful!
Grr.
He is saying, as long as I am here, this place is nigh untouchable.
I believe it. We're lucky to have you around, Zeit.
Guess we'll have to reward him with some slab meat or something after this. I wonder if I ever actually get a reason why Zeit decided to join us. Like, he's clearly, like, way smarter than the average canine. But, like, will there be, like, actually, like, a story reason other than just simply being, like, interested in us? Like, we just seem like that just kind of group that shit happens to, you know? Do people change stuff?
No, he loves me, so listen to him.
I think this is all the same. Well, it's close out my daughter for the time being. Yeah, I think this is all the same. You guys are talking about the snacks. That said, I was told that I can actually, can I go in here? No. That I no? People said I could actually find Anton and Ricky at like one of the stations here, but that's the thing. That's why I don't go. I've been trying to go in here is because usually it never lets me into the train station or the airport unless I have like a reason. I don't know, maybe later. Maybe there'll be a point later where I actually will be able to go in here for like a mission, and then I can talk to them or something. And I mean, unless it's like one of the other areas, but I think that's really like the only spot I can actually go like travel. Or maybe it's maybe one of the bus stations. You at the bus station, Anton? Ricky? All right, well, if they are, we'll see him because we're gonna be putzing around anyway. Okay, so we got the creative cook one, which I can't really do until I get all the bullshit. All right, search for an important person, Representative Campbell. I want to meet privately. I'm looking for someone someone important to me. Come at once. I'm actually curious if this is a place I've not been to yet. Oh, it is. If I can go in this one.
This is the house of Representative Campbell who sent the request.
We're searching for someone important, right? Sounds like the representative was freaking out.
Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle and his Gramps live around these parts? You happen to know this Campbell guy?
Well, about as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man. He's so driven by his passions for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. I see. That matches the way I'd envisioned him in my head.
Either way, he's requesting our assistance. Let's try asking about it if he's home.
Finally go into this place. That's one place down. We still have this one though we've never been in. I think we talked about it before. I think is this place actually like abandoned? You see like vines growing on it.
Ooh, fancy. Hello? Anybody in here? Hello?
Hi. Unbelievable. What foolish thing to do.
We must find a way to retrieve her, Representative Campbell.
Excuse me, gentlemen. We're here regarding the support request.
Ah, you're the CPD's something or other section. What a relief. We're becoming so desperate that we're willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel for assistance.
Hey, thanks. Just a moment. Are you not Elie MacDowell's granddaughter? For some reason I read that as, are you hot Elie?
Is there any other kind?
Why have you come with them?
It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I am currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a member of the SSS today.
Is that the case? So be it. Suppose the mayor is neutral? Nothing to be concerned about then.
But Representative, the Imperial Faction's cutting members rely on unheaded tactics. What if they catch wind of this incident?
I'm guessing you're in a position that could cause some political strife, members, Elie.
Speaking with DIA members is always such a pain in my dick. Excuse me, Representative Campbell. Could you tell us what happened? At least what details you're able to share about the situation. It's just, you look troubled, so... I seem to recall this report request seeking assistance in search for an important person.
Yes, that's right. Well, you see, I've run into a bit of a snag. Suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. But let me make one thing clear to you. This is a politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential.
Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps.
We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative.
Very well. Listen up. A certain person affiliated with our faction has disappeared.
Could you elaborate?
It so happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home along with our maid.
All that fuss, just end up telling us his daughter ran away. God dang it.
By daughter, are you referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school.
Have I run into a Carla in my trips around town? I don't think I have.
Ah, really? Well, the representative and his daughter have never been on politically good terms. The relationship seems to be entirely comprised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, Heiyue, was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome.
Huh. That utterly foolish daughter of mine. I would not leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, recent reports have shown the Mafia's spats became more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own.
Yeah, I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you too.
Not only that, but if I were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as ammunition against me. We can't let your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. And with that, I request you, the SS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me.
It all comes down to protecting his reputation, then.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he really gives that much of a shit about her. This is just how these bigwigs think.
I already assumed as much. Well, it's clear that you're concerned for her. There's a chance she might be in harm's way after all.
Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter.
Ah, thank Adios.
Bring her back immediately.
I can't promise we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home.
Very well, since I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like.
I believe his daughter left a note in her room. The note may prove useful to your investigation.
Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at it then.
Okay.
Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities.
I see.
His her running away must have been premeditated.
You sure about that?
You're right. I can hear you.
Despite that, she will still adhere to his rule and join him for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with them, of course.
Between the diet members and the Heiyue instance, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note.
Seems like she's the defiant type.
I doubt he'd have any idea as to where she would go.
Okay, check the note.
Looks like she left her message in this notebook.
Let's see what it says. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please. So now I shall do as I please. Goodbye, Carla. P.S. I'm taking the maid with me. Knowing you, you'll surely go hungry with no one here to prepare your meals.
Where do we even begin?
The dad's a real piece of work, but his daughter seems like trouble in her own way.
Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home life. Now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school.
Why the fuck did you become a dad then, dickhead?
Wouldn't be surprised if sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the note fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition.
Based on her note, I think it'd be fair to assume of us to assume something.
Based on how short the letter was, I guess she suddenly ran away?
She must have run away unexpectedly. As Elie mentioned, a sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on the note.
I would consider that a reasonable deduction.
I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment.
How long ago do you think she ran away from home? Hope it hasn't been too long. Her search will be much more difficult if she's gone far.
Good question. Going by what the representative told us, they probably left.
Yesterday, this morning, just now. This morning?
She was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. We should still be able to catch up with her.
Still don't know where the hell she ran off to, though. Then we should ask her friends. Could be they got a clue or two for us.
No, I don't think we have time for that. We consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she's likely had to visit first.
Crossbell Cathedral, City Hall, the IBC. I think
She may have gone to the IBC.
makes sense to me. Scapey probably needs some dough for a getaway. The IBC would be a pretty typical first stop for running away from home.
If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there.
Yeah, let's get there ASAP. All right, we made it.
Man, always feels like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we come here.
I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello again, Miss MacDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hi, Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been with her maid. Oh, you're right. Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Croy. With Belle? Yes, Miss Croy agreed to a meeting, so I took Carla up to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago.
Do you mind if we go and ask Maria Bell for some details? Truth be told, we're conducting an investigation.
Oh yes, I think you should be okay to talk with her right now. At least she's currently in the CEO's office.
Yeah, we saw her earlier.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get cracking.
Let's get dangerous.
I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Ravash buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. I just want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they put me through. I'll kill them! Kill them all! Your life never seems to get any easier. You can say that again. Doesn't help the fathers. Who knows how many sug away right now either. Oh, but I digress. Did you do something, Ellie? Judging by the crowd you brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you, Belle. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the ABC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Oh, yes. She definitely came here not too long ago. I'm acquainted with her, given that we're both in the upper echelons of society. She claimed she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her savings account.
No, nothing unusual about that. Damn, we were on the money.
Why'd she have to speak directly to you for that, Maria Bell? You think the receptionist would have been able to handle a request just fine?
It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I'm unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mira. That is an exorbitant amount of money.
Yeah, so you have to so you're taking that much money out of a bank at once, right? Then you have to you'd have to fill out some extra paperwork, which makes sense because that's a lot, right? Enough to potentially even affect the bank's own equity in a way, right? Because they can only, banks only gonna have so much money on hand, and a lot of times banks are also investing that for you, so it's sort of they may not always have that amount on hand.
The truth is, Carla's attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone, Belle? Oh, well, that would explain her rash behavior. Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country.
That could be it.
Is it possible she had a destination in mind?
Michelin.
Well, now that I think about it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel.
Hey, I've been there.
I believe Carla ordered her maid to make hotel reservations there.
Gransel? Isn't that LeBurle's capital city?
So she's ditching this joint for LeBurle. Motherfucker going back to skies. How dare she? Crossbell's the future.
She must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. Must notify the airport's receptionist. Right, we have to hurry.
We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation.
See you later, Belle. Sure. I sure know how to keep busy.
Hey, I came back for something.
Carla turned to her maid and said they were off to go off sightseeing in Gransel. If she really wants to run away from home, why would she blurt that out in front of me? Not that I was paying much attention, given how overloaded I am at the moment.
sorry. Seems like we caught you at a bad time.
Hey, this gives me an excuse to go to the an excuse to go to the airport. So this might be where we see, potentially you can see Anton and Ricky? Maybe.
Dang, I was wanting to stay Crossbell for a little while longer.
Hey, there they are. Oh, good. Okay, I actually get one last chance to talk to them before they leave. Hell yeah. I was like, dude, this kind of sucked. I was like, if the last conversation I had where like Anton's just like defeated and my characters just for some fucking reason just don't even bother to like explain the situation to him. It's like, it's kind of a shitty way to end. This is the last time I see these two for potentially a while.
Oh, hey, thanks. Again for all your help yesterday.
Anton, are you returning home?
Sadly, so there's nothing left for me here. Since Fire rejected me and all.
Truly unfortunate.
Guys, we know the truth. Why are we saying this? Why do we do this? Why do we suck so hard? I don't get it. What are we doing?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm used to this sort of thing. Seeing that pure smile form on her lips as she talked about the person she loves, it basically killed me inside.
Person she loves? Should we tell him that she met the Sergeant Major?
Probably better leave it be. We mentioned that, and I bet things just get more complicated than we want to deal with. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's still really mean. Dude, to me, this is just really screaming like, I don't want to do that work. This is already a pain in my ass. We had to go like shopping for him. I don't want to do that again. I don't care about his happiness ain't that important to me. I don't know him that well.
Agreed. I feel a bit bad for him, but it's probably for the best.
I guess. Listen, I would agree with them if it seemed like Fran was having a bad time or they weren't a good match. But she seemed like she was actually enjoying chatting with him. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. This feels like kind of mean.
A brutal rejection, Liberal, and a gentle one in Crossbell.
Well, LeBros's was definitely worse, all right? Because you were like, I don't think did he even talk to her? I think he was just like stalking this girl, not saying anything. And that was definitely worse.
Hey, Ricky, what's there to live for now? What am I supposed to do?
Hey, it's up to Anton whether he wants to stay depressed forever or actually learn from his rejection this time. As his friend, all I can really do is keep watching over the poor guy.
I don't know anymore. Is Ricky really a friend? Like, I legit do wonder. I mean, I guess, sort of, but I also feel like he's just kind of here to watch the shit show. I don't know. Maybe the story will end where Anton and Ricky just get together. Maybe that's how it's going to be, right? It'll just end with them realizing they were actually gay for each other the whole time. Maybe. That would actually be pretty amazing and also hilarious. Hurry up, Billy! Well, I don't exactly agree with our reasoning not to explain to him what was happening, but I do feel at least this is a better goodbye to Anton and Ricky I kind of have a feeling they probably wouldn't show up in the next game, right? Unless they just came back for some reason. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the last time we see him in Crossbell or something.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency.
I need you to ground this flight, ma'am!
Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. We were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? You said Carla Campbell? If you'll give me a moment, please. I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive?
That's strange. Because swore she should have been on this flight.
Maybe she's taking the train? Me too. There's only one flight scheduled today that's set for Liberal, right?
Correct, and it seems it has not departed yet.
Pardon me. The maid!
I knew it. You're with the police, aren't you?
You're fake Lila.
Wait, aren't you Marcia? One of the maids of the Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. In actuality, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic.
She's going to Calvard?
What a twist! Another plot twist!
Crap, she must have gone to the station then.
If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell.
She's got her reasons for all this, huh? Well, time to roll. Bring her back for you. Don't you worry.
If she's Republic bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes.
There's no time to waste then. Let's hurry the fuck up! Get out of my way, Anton! Thanks, Marcia. You're a big help.
Marcia, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing back Carla to us. Okay, please, I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands.
Oh, hey!
We're about to start investigating the mess with the Mafia. You lot seem to be in a hurry. We plan to split the workload with Wenzel and others, and then start our investigation. Let us know if you figure anything out.
We still don't have any concrete leads about the pills, so let's not mention that to them yet. Mention all the drugs. Hey, you guys want some drugs? Who the hell are you?
Inspection Officer Quattro? Why does your outfit look so crazy? Why do you look so unique?
I think we afford a short break before we start investigating the urban bound train.
But don't let that break get you too comfortable now. We just need to stay vigilant. Or stay sharp. Vigilant. Sturgeon as ever. To all passers, please step back from the edge of the platform once the departing train's bell begins to ring. For your safety, please refrain from leaning forward as the train passes through. And as always, thank you for your cooperation. Wait, who am I supposed to talk to here? What am I doing? Talking to you? No? Oh, I just gotta run down here. Okay.
Platform 1, the train departing for Republic is now departing. If you're not boarding the train, then please step back to the center of the platform.
Wait a sec. Isn't that the train the representative's daughter supposed to be on?
We can still make it. Let's get on.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to Calvard. Turn this motherfucking train around!
We got that close. Wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol.
Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains. What do we do now?
The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct?
Yeah, well, we can't ride on this train forever, you know. We still gotta drop off those drugs to St. Ursula. Ain't that right? Oh, shit. Fuck it. We just ran aboard this train. I got all these drugs. Fuck it. Your ticket, please. Cocaine?
That's true. We have not come this far to simply give up.
Yeah, I know. Next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvard. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's try to persuade her to come home.
Roger. I'm no quitter.
All right, hope our worst can get through to her.
Interesting. I wonder if we get potentially a sneak peek at Calvard. I assume Calvard has a game, right? I'm just gonna assume that given where the series goes at this point, it's been going on long enough, right? We probably have at least a series of games that exist in Erebonia. We probably have a series of games that exist in Calvard. Maybe we'll also have one at some point that also existed in Remetheria, where they haven't gotten to there yet. I don't know. There's a fucking lot of these series, though. Are there any other areas that I'm missing? Or like major ones? Maybe one of the Epstein Foundation places? I don't know.
Sorry I'm out to here. Have a nice short vacation. I'll have a kid waiting for me. I can't wait to see their faces again.
Special officers I ever up and down. No some routine thing. It still really grinds my gears. Are these people I know, by the way? No, they're just a bunch of fucking no-name passengers, all right? Unless I've been following your story.
There she is. Fucking nail her.
It's Carla.
Hey, finally found her.
Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim.
Better save my game. Guess I fucked this up then. Guys, I got an idea. We're just gonna fucking chuck her out this window.
Don't tell me Marcia missed the train. Guess I'm alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Ah! Ellie, what are you... I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Oh, are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic?
No, bitch, we came here for you.
Well, Carla, how should I start this?
Actually, we came to take you home. We're on a trip to the Republic. Do I just want to be like roundabout about it, or just go straight for the jugular. Somehow I feel like going straight for the jugular is not the call. Let's just go about let's try the other way.
Yes, exactly. I thought it'd be fun to see the Republic's National Orchestra with everyone. Really? Then we can accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Elie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down.
Yeah, it's like, just let her talk to us, right?
After all, I'm alone on this giant train, and...
All right, let's say we lowered her guard.
Why exactly are you here, Carla?
Well, it's a long story. My father has always ordered me around. Fed my life with rules and more rules. Rules he doesn't even respect himself. This one was a perfect example of it. I'll never forgive him for what he did. Which was?
Whatever it was, it sounds bad.
He didn't pass me the strawberry jam! Damn him! After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking.
Huh? That's it? Bitch!
Of course, it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's the one lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so, this morning he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that, and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and he prized in every single small detail of my life. It's like he can't do anything but that. I can relate with how she feels, but there's nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter.
Aw. Interesting, yeah, so... I mean, we sort of had already sort of guessed that this probably was the case, but yes, Tio's just, her big beef with Roberts is that she just feels smothered by him. Which, I don't know, like, as an outsider looking in, it doesn't really seem that bad to me. Like he's helping her out and providing her with stuff, but he's not like breathing down her neck every second of every day. It's not like he's like standing outside the office or something, right? But then again, Tio's 14, so we all go through those phases where we're just kind of like, we just want to be mega independent, and anything our parents do or try to do pisses us off.
How should we handle this?
Your father's to blame. Did you try locking your door? Probably that.
Your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla.
You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'd accompany me.
I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, right?
She never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy.
Then she should almost be at her breaking point.
It's dangerous to travel alone. Here, take this. Your father's worried about you. Your maid is worried sick. Well, this one she's not gonna give a shit about. It's dangerous to travel alone. Your maid is worried sick. Freak her out by this? No, I think making her, not her fear for herself, but worrying her maid, who clearly cares about her.
I was wondering why I still hadn't seen Marcia.
And she was just saying earlier how she didn't make the train, right?
No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I was physically ordered not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the station, but it's only because she's worried sick about your safety. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. Marcia, she really said that.
I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you.
Well, I think it'd be best if you had another talk with your pops. Instead of running away, won't it feel better to say what you want to say to his face?
You may be right. I started to think that there was no one on my side. But Marcia was waiting for me. I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps you could stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system. Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to Father.
Sure, we can do that.
We should be near Altair, but we still have the ride back. If you want the company, we'll be glad to oblige.
Well, the music just suddenly stopped. Lloyd and the others transferred an Altair for the return trip. No sneak peek of Calvar then. 30 minutes later. And we're back. Phew, we're finally back.
That was a long trip. in more ways than one. Sorry for the trouble I've caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. Please don't worry about it.
Who's to say we can handle consultations? You can count on the SSS to lend you an ear whenever you need it. We'll be your therapist.
Thank you.
Oh, how dare you work to me at a time like this, you daft girl, you dumb bitch. Swear to God. Just for that, you're not getting the strawberry jam that I was planning to pass to you that morning.
Speak for yourself, Father. If you had tried to come find me yourself, it would have been one thing, but to think you hired other people to do it for you. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies. I was just so terribly worried. Oh, you should be sorry. I'm upset with you too, Marcia. Forgive me. But, well, I'm grateful too. Can I count on you to continue to be by my side? Of course. I'd be happy to. Oh, thank heavens. I think I finally made up my mind. I have some conditions, Father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping right back on that train and I won't look back.
You drive a hard bargain. All right, bye, honey. Well, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first.
So, you honor my request? Are you going, or are you refusing it?
Fine. I don't want to be worried after another falling out. I'll accept your terms. Here's a contract. Sign it with your blood. So this is the power of the something or other section. And what's your name? Boyd? Boyd Crowder? You're great. You're really great at your job. Each and every one of you is extra special. And I've come to know you and love each of you. Boyd, Leo, Dandy Los Angeles, and Eli Manning. I'll be sure to leave a good positive review with Sergey later.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you remembered his name and not ours?
For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. Even if she hasn't learned a single thing. However, not a word of this is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? If that happens, I will find each of you and absolutely bribe you to shut up.
You got it.
Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy.
Good, bitch. We're leaving Carla.
Don't you tell me what to do. Ellie, everyone, until we meet again. I can't thank you all enough for all that you've done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you'd like. We'll welcome you with open arms.
The two of them bow deeply.
Guess that sells that.
Even though that took forever, I'm glad we helped them out.
Judging by their conversation, I think they will work things out. What a relief. Hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyway, Lloyd, we should get going now. Still some requests we can finish up today.
Yeah, good point. Let's get to it then.
Okay. Victory! Did you guys just get back from Calvard? Also, like to take a trip out there someday.
I didn't exactly go out there for a vacation.
I also find it hilarious this guy is actually named Romeo. For a guy that we like can't really see consistently because we're not allowed to go in here normally.
Well, if it isn't the special support section.
It's been a while, Quattro.
Indeed it has. Thank you, everyone, again for last time, everyone.
Which one was that? Oh, that's right. We did come here for something. Oh, that's right. No, we had to inspect the train. That's right. It was this guy. Yeah. I forgot about that mission. The train inspection quest, and he was the one that gave it to us.
I'm on my way to perform a routine inspection of Platform 2. Which on your way to Calvard?
Yeah, let's call it a business trip.
Oh, keep it the good work then. So those who put in the most effort are the ones who find the most success in life.
So find it funny, this guy looks so unique, but he has no face portrait.
Wait, didn't you just step off a train that came in from the Republic? And if you have to make day one trips out of the state, you must be really busy.
Well, we didn't have much of a choice considering the support request.
While you're here, have there been any developments in the raid investigation?
Well, actually, we found that not too long ago. Some really dangerous stuff was smuggled into the state from Erebania. How dangerous are we talking? Well, it was some of the Rhineford-made heavy machine guns used in the raid, so very. Ravash must have planned the raid well in advance. They were ready.
Figures that's how they got those guns.
But despite their careful planning, Heavyweight still managed to drive them into a corner. Exactly. And that's what strikes me as odd. For a supposedly premeditated raid, their performance was rather lackluster. We need to keep that consistency in mind as we continue to investigate. At any rate, from what I understand, cargo coming into Crossbell from Maraboni often goes without inspection. What's it going to take for them to crack down on that? As if their level of negligence hasn't already put people at enough risk already.
Ugh, that's a sore spot.
The fact that they got their hands on Rhineford Company weaponry rubs me the wrong way. How does Rawash do it? Now the CGF are able to get to buy those heavy machine guns.
They got some real deep connections and some deep pockets.
Okay, we also got the flowers for Old Man Quint. So let's head over to the church.
Hey, Tim, what's the plan today? Running around is so tiring. Let's just chat with that one sister instead. We got permission to play here on the days we don't have Sunday school. Plus, it's kind of a waste to have a playground like this and not use it.
It's still so weird to me that there's two green-haired twins and then two pink-haired twins. Well, I mean, granted, these are identical twins, and I think the pink-haired kids are just non-identical twins. What do they call that again? Is that like fraternal twins or like sororal twins? How's business been going for this guy? This is a dude that I almost think would consume drugs if it meant helping his business in some way. If shit started to like hit the fan.
These mafia lunatics, how can they start a gunfight in the middle of the city? They're absolutely mad. Oh yes, please forgive us our hardworking merchants and the horrible schemes of such wicked men.
But his faith in God is pretty high. I don't know. We haven't actually seen a moment where this dude, like, I don't know, his shit got so bad that it shattered his faith in God or something. But maybe he would just accept it. I don't know.
The Archbishop was deeply disheartened by the incident in the city. The immoral deeds of the wicked pain him like nothing else. I heard the mafia has started to move. I'm relieved no citizens got caught up in their antics, but still, such tomfoolery. Oh, Adios, please deliver mankind the hardships brought by such strife.
Why, hello, you two. Did something happen? You got such grave looks on your faces.
Oh no, it's nothing, really. Definitely can't bring out the pills we found in Crossbell City.
Hey, sister, you want some drugs?
Is that so? Well, in any event, remember to keep a smile on your face when you're out, no matter how bad things get. Lots of people rely on the special support section. You can't go worrying them with that gloom and doom surrounding you. You have a good point there. Thank you very much for the advice, Sister Marble.
Okay, I think the guy we're looking for should be back here. We've talked to this guy a few times. Quint.
Mr. Quint, sorry to bother you.
The police?
That's right, sir. We're from the special support section. Coming about your request?
Well then, I want you to bring me 3 different kinds of flowers to place on the graves. Would there be any chance you could take this request on for me right now?
We can start right away, sir.
Glad to hear it. I'll get straight to the point. Got pen and paper on you? I'll tell you which flowers you need to collect. Ready for the first one?
Yes. Tio, mind writing it down?
Roger.
First, the Leavis flower. You'll find them blooming near the police academy on West Crossbell Highway. Second, we have the Requiem flower. I believe Tally's General Store on the West Street sells them. Finally, there's the Fainal flower. You know that watchtower near Crossbell's east exit? They're usually at the foot of it.
There's a watchtower at Crossbell's east exit? What if I even know about that?
They tend to bloom near similar flowers too, so be careful not to overlook them.
Oh.
Once you're done, I'd like you to bring them all to me.
Noted. May I ask why you specifically want these 3 flowers? Yellow, blue, and white symbolize the repose of the soul here in Crossbell. Flowers of these colors are arranged into bouquets, which are traditionally offered during funerals.
Is this that language of flowers thing?
I believe this is slightly different from floriography, Randy. I assume they are meant to reflect Crossbell state colors.
I think a tricolor bouquet was offered at Guy's funeral, too. Sir?
What's up? You suddenly went quiet.
Yeah, it's just I'm a bit disappointed that your generation is so unaware of these old traditions. How do you expect to face the future without knowing your roots, bitch?
Sorry about that.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I ain't even from Crossbell to begin with. Old timer.
Fine then. You know what to do. Off you go.
Understood.
Damn, this guy kind of brusque about it.
You do realize I was inclined to repeat the details of the request isn't especially professional. Guess I'm very impressed. Write down the locations of your notebook. Why don't you let me check that again?
Okay, I'm just fucking talking to you, alright? Just chill. All right, we're over here. Let's check out mains. How's the ever eligible bachelorette here?
Wait, so Gabe's been MIA this whole time because he's living the high life over in Crossbell City? I see what's gotten into him. Why can't I have some of his money? Damn it, I should have married him!
Has this chick gotten nicer yet?
Guess been found. That means, oh no, there's going to be another party tonight, isn't there? Praying for one is always a pain in my dick.
Maybe? I guess we made her smile. That's all that matters. Put the cat outfit back on, Tio.
No! I spot the mayor hopping in the bus. He looks so depressed, I could practically see the rain clouds above him. It's like happened to Gans.
Yeah, he's dead. Fucking OD'd.
What happens in Crossbell City stays in Crossbell City.
Yeah, and this chick, we saw her actually hop the train and leave. So yeah, she's this chick and her maid. She made her fucking money and now she's pissing the fuck off.
You found Gans, right? Thank gosh. How's he doing? I can't just tell him Gans might be hooked on drugs.
McGruff the crime hound says, don't do drugs, kids.
Gans, when he comes back, he's gonna have to tell me all about his adventures in the city. Crossbell City.
Yeah, kid, it was amazing, all right? You want to experience what it's like here? Just take one of these. You'll understand.
I swear I heard something like a bell ringing coming from the ruins the last few days. But then it just vanished yesterday. I wonder what it was exactly.
Yeah, we don't actually know ourselves, ma'am. Gehenna itself is rising from the earth to suck us all up. Or suck us off, one of those.
This kid's serious. He forced the mayor to go all the way out to the city for his sorry ass.
Or the gambling has made his head flake to twice his size. What a mess. Oh, this thing. Yeah. Okay, so I said should be one near... Oh, here.
Oh, these white ones are the fatal flowers, aren't they?
This location is fairly close to Crossbell City, so I imagine people frequently come by here to pick for them.
Yeah, Downey's throwing monsters to children in a place like this.
Regardless, wicker monsters still a threat to children and the elderly.
True enough. Should we get going?
Okay, no problemo. While we're on this side, let's go check out Tangram and Amorica.
Everyone, appreciate you all for backing up Major Seeker at the Moon Temple. Special support section really is no joke. We're in your debts. If you ever need any help again, feel free to call Tangram Gate.
It's the bear. You're not Noel.
You and the guardsmen weren't able to finish the investigation, and you 4+ the sergeant major to take over. Guess when push comes to shoves, you all are just better than us right now. Well, that's what Deputy Commander Bale's guardsmen. I don't plan on giving up.
Fuck, better not.
I see. So these are the discoveries from the Moon Temple investigation. Good work, Seeker. The special support section are the ones you should be complimenting, ma'am. Without them, this investigation wouldn't have been a success.
Hi. Well, speaking of which, we're right here.
So, ma'am, what do you think we should do about all this? You described in your report a bell that seemed to summon fiends, correct? If my hunch is right, it might have something to do with artifacts. I plan to consult Archbishop Beralda about his opinion on the matter. Sounds like a smart decision, ma'am. If you want, I can go ahead and contact the cathedral and try to set up a meeting.
Fucking artifacts again, huh?
Please do.
So the question is, who the fuck's using it, though, right? Like, I don't know if Ravashas really have anything to do with this. They're just dealing drugs. They're just doing, like, regular shit, not magical shit. Is it Ouroboros again?
Really appreciate your help yesterday, everyone. Couldn't have done it without you. When I went to inform the deputy commander of our success, she asked me to put together the report ASAP, so I did, of course. I sure hope the Septian Church will cooperate with us. Without their expertise, I doubt we'll be able to uncover the truth behind that bell. Good work yesterday, everyone. Your investigation was a success. Though we still may not know the exact cause of the incident, you managed to put a stop to both the bell and those monsters. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. You can leave the rest of the investigation to the Guardian Force.
Wow, Butterfly's sure out and about.
I guess. This crazy girl still looking at the fishing dude.
Fisherman's Guild member over there. All he does is cast his line and stare out into the space. It's pretty relaxing. Maybe someday I'll get to cast her out too.
What are you waiting for, Salem? Just do it! So sick of this guy.
Dad seems content with going with the flow, but I'd rather not live in poverty. Can't Derek come up with some other plan? We're to have more of a profit than we have in a long time with the food stall at the anniversary festival. Festival's really incredible. I was working non-stop, but that sweet, sweet mirror was worth it. Can't Derek come up with some other plan?
I thought the food stalls what was the plan?
Gambler Jack started to hook me. Can't wait to see how it ends.
Oh, everyone dies in the end.
What? Ha, gotcha. Hey, I know that book. If I remember correctly, Jack ends up. No, not another word. You don't need to put a lid on this awful habit of yours, Gofan. Spoiling someone on how a story ends is plain unforgivable. Really, how many stories do you think you've ruined for me at this point? Sorry, Alfred. Won't hear a peep of me about it anymore. So anyway,
let's talk about the craziest shit was in the end.
remember when Gambler Jack turned out to be one of the Dominions at the Septian Church? No! Shut up, no! Wait, I thought it was a different story.
Just roll with me, Gofan. Let's fuck with it. Come on.
The only goal when opening this inn was to create a place where villagers can unwind and enjoy a good meal. So I don't really care about turning a profit. So I keep the lights on, it's all I need. Don't tell anyone else, though. See, I think it's ticked off whenever she hears me say that. Yeah, we saw that.
She likes money. She likes living the high life. Stefan, what's up?
Ow, ow, ow. Ran around just a little bit yesterday and now my legs are ready to fall off. Pathetic. So it was a lot of fun.
Stefan has never gotten much exercise, so imagine my surprise to see him running around the village like this. I'm so relieved. It's like he's finally started to become friends with the other kids here.
Huzzah!
My legs may be broken, but my spirit is strong. Derek, she's surely is trying his damnedest to modernize the village or some such. Yes, me, our America's perfect just the way it is. Always has been. As far as I'm concerned, that'd be a right tragedy if our coastal little village just got turned to some copy old Crossbell City.
I guess what she's saying is that Derek is trying to do more beyond just simply doing the stall. I thought the stall was his idea. But I think he wants to bring in more tourists here, right?
Well, I tell you, Crossbell City set up modernized like they have. Why is America so intent on living in the past when the future is now, man? If we can't figure out these reasons, then any hope of modernizing the village will disappear. There's no point in pairing Crossbell City with America the way Derek does. Crossbell City is Crossbell City, and America Village is America Village. That's why the gossips will. They each take their own form and serve their own purpose. So each crap people are selling vegetables in Crossbell City this morning. What sort of mafia disputes going on? Or say, yeah, we know.
That's right. So there's something else I forgot to do. Back in Crossbell. After I finish that last mission. Okay, then I can go back in here.
I remember you guys. Were you heading for Calvard? Do you have a vacation? Do you vacation a lot or something? I'm sure once you're used to traveling by train, it can become dull. Recommend you read a book and kill the time. Actually finished this novel too long ago. Here, you can take it.
Hey, there we go. All right. Almost missed that. All right, chapter 13. So I got through the operation, right? And ended with, as Glenn stared out the murky tumor that was sat in front of him, his hand froze in place. All right, prayer. What's wrong? Rufus asked, noticing Glenn's sudden hesitation.
Dr. Glenn?
Sherry looked up at him with concern. The other doctors looked on in confusion, not understanding what had happened. The moment Glenn caught sight of Hugo's pulsing heart, marred by that small, blackened lump, his mind was pulled back to Katerina's surgery.
I'll never forget that fucking day.
On that day 10 years ago, everything had progressed smoothly. By all appearances, the operation had been successful. Heart surgery is always a highly dangerous undertaking, but Glenn, gifted with talent as he was, has succeeded in removing the crystallization tumor without incident. Everyone participating in the surgery watched as the color returned to the heart, believing that they had finally triumphed over the disease. It had been too quick to celebrate, however. The tumor had been more closely tied to the surrounding tissue than expected, and removing it weakened the wall of the heart considerably. Just as Glenn was closing up the chest, the part of the heart where the tumor once sat tore open, resulting in a large hemorrhage. Katerina's life flickered out swiftly thereafter. As Glenn stared at the familiar sight of the tumor on Hugo's heart, his own was gripped by fear. The fear that history would repeat itself, that he would be responsible for another death. Glenn's body stiffened. His mind went blank and his focus shattered as he began drowning in his past regrets once more.
Glenn!
A powerful yell from his old friend snapped him back to reality, and then woke the kid up. He's like, whoa! The wrist that seized Glenn's lapels was shaking him.
You should know better than this. Think of absolutely nothing else besides the operation. The only thing that matters right now is saving Hugo's life. This boy, he believes in you. Show mistrust was not misplaced.
Glenn was taken aback. He looked at the sleeping boy whose heart lay exposed on the operating table. Thump, thump, thump. The heart pounded as if calling out to Glenn, telling him that the boy still lived and could still be saved. That's right, this isn't the time to be spacing out, Glenn thought. He took a brief moment to compose himself and once again faced Hugo, his eyes set with resolve once more. Seeing this, Rufus let go of him and signaled the others to resume the operation. Sherry sighed in relief and righted herself to continue. Rufus assumed the position opposite Glenn. It was time to perform the new technique, the segment of the operation that Glenn had refined since their last attempt. The tumor had a secret, with the exception of the central part that secreted the toxin responsible for the crystallizing effect. It was almost completely harmless. Given time, it would be reabsorbed into the rest of the nearby heart tissue with no ill effects. In other words, so long as the toxic segment was excised, there was no need to remove the rest. This small change to the procedure would have made all the difference in Katerina's surgery. When Glenn discovered this during his research, pangs of regret dug deep into his chest. However, Katerina and Sherry's words had turned his regrets into gratitude. This refined technique existed and could be used to save so many lives, all thanks to Katerina's sacrifice. A small smile crossed Glenn's lips as he briefly reflected on all of this. A heart and lung machine was connected, and drugs were administered to temporarily halt Hugo's heart. Both were cutting-edge medical technology that Rufus had made special orders to obtain for this operation. With the heart lying still, Glenn carefully adjusted it to have a closer look at the tumor. Removing only the central part would require extremely precise cuts. One wrong move and the wall of the heart would be injured. But if successful, they could safely extract the toxins while avoiding a repeat of Katarina's complications. Sherry folded her hands.
Katarina, please lend Glenn your strength.
She whispered in prayer. Glenn slowly lowered his scalpel down toward the darkened tumor. Sherry, Rufus, and the other doctors closely watched the sharpened tip, each of them holding their breath. Outside the room, Hugo's parents, fraught with worry, fervently prayed to the goddess for their son's survival. They had dutifully waited since the surgery began for what felt like an agonizingly long amount of time, and they were nearly at their wits' end. Just as they thought they couldn't take any more, the operating light turned off. Their eyes snapped to the door, anxious for answers.
Was everything okay? Would their son live?
The door opened, and Glenn's large silhouette filled his frame. Hugo's parents rushed toward him, their desperate hope plain on their worried faces.
Nah, he's dead.
Glenn looked at the two of them and slowly removed his surgical mask. Behind it, his face was covered in a wide grin.
And also Hugo's blood. Oh, God!
Yay!
That would definitely be the biggest shocker if this actually ended as like, nope, he's still fucked up. Ah, God, he's dead. Ah, the end. It's like, what the fuck?
All right, I think the next chapter is literally the last chapter.
And that's when Hugo comes back as a fucking undead zombie and gets revenge on Glenn and all those who dared wrong him. And he's fucking summons Katarina back from the dead, and they tag team Glenn together. It's gonna be awesome. The last chapter in particular is 83 pages for whatever reason.
Okay, over here, watch out for the dragon. Fly, you're not important, flowers. Where you at, important flower? You!
Oh, aren't these the yellow ones? The Levis flowers we've been looking for.
Probably real pain for regular folk to pick them because of the location, yeah?
It is right in front of the police academy. And about 10 other monsters. Considering how far apart these flower beds are scattered throughout Crossbell, it's very difficult to gather a 3-color bouquet. And that's why most graves today are decorated with a single type of flower. 3-color bouquets are usually safe for funeral services.
Huh, well, something new every day.
Traditions must face reality eventually.
Yeah, guess that's true.
Okay, uno mas. But first, let's go to, Bellegarde. After made my decision, after wrapping up all of my work today, Operation Heartthrob is to go. Oh yeah? Then go break a leg, my friend. break. Yeah, I prefer not to break anything, if at all. My heart included. If I were going on a date with Stella, where would we go? Well, Michelin will be relatively empty now that the festival's over. It's probably the perfect time to go. Well, shit, is it gonna happen? Is he gonna do it?
Near the fork of the road on the way to the gate, Police Academy is further down that road. Quite a few people in the CGF Bellegarde division are stationed there.
Well, yeah, I know. You know I graduated from there, right? Do you not see the jacket?
Tomorrow night we're traveling to the Nox Force for a combat drill, equipped only with our standard issue gear. The Crossbell Guardian Force's standard issue weapons are stun halberds and assault rifles, both of which are mandatory to be trained in. That didn't stop a certain someone from ignoring the rules and only practicing with the stun halberds.
Close combat happened to be my forte, so I couldn't help myself. You know, I'm always down to give you a few pointers if you'd like. Some say my halberd skills are faster than a bullet.
There you go again with that ego of yours.
I do legit if we will wonder if we'll ever see this guy. Because I really do have to wonder why. Why have they been hiding him for so long? Is it someone we know? Is it someone we've heard of? Outside of like Crossbell? Like, is it like, I don't know. I'm like almost wondering if it's like, I want to run in there and it's fucking Zen or some shit. Why does Zen turn into a big asshole and is like neglecting his duties? I don't know. But it's a twist. Don't be surprising.
We're going to Tally's General Store. Looking for anything in particular? Yes, actually. We're looking for some requiem flowers. Ah, I see. Mr. Quinn send you? That's right. Did he tell you we'd be coming? No need to. It's one of our early customers who buys these flowers from us. Him and a sparse few other devoted individuals. Wait here just a sec, okay? Sure we have some behind the counter somewhere.
Phew. Thought we were going to have to pay him for a second there. I mean, the old man didn't exactly give us any mirror.
I don't know. He didn't strike me as the kind of person to pull something over on us like that. Even if he was kind of an asshole.
Perhaps, but it would still would have been nice to have received a little more information about their request. Suppose that's true. They will tell us the location of the flowers. Nothing more, nothing less.
Pardon me.
Oh, god damn it. Is something wrong?
So sorry, but looks like we're out of stock of those requiem flowers.
You're all out? So that's our luck.
Again, I'm terribly sorry. Would you mind waiting for a bit? I'll ask the Bracer Guild if they can pick some up for me.
The bracers? I suppose they would be the ones to ask.
Lloyd, why don't we go pick the flowers ourselves?
Hell yeah. Why don't the Bracers suck up all the glory? We can do it in no sweat.
I second that.
Sounds like we're all on the same page. Going ourselves would be much more efficient than winning on them anyway. Excuse me, do you happen to know where Requiem flowers grow?
Oh, I see. You're planning to get them yourselves? You should find some blooming on the edge of Maine's mountain path.
Damn, wish you told me that before so I could have just got it when I was there.
Halfway down the branching road that leads to those old ruins, if I recall.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and try looking for them.
Wonderful. Once more, I apologize for the inconvenience. Please make sure to give Mr. Quinn my regards. All right. Maine's Mountain Road. I mean, I had some people bring up that I can actually sneak up on enemies if I walk. That actually by running and making noise. Is that true? So if I like hold down instead of running at them, I just. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think I'm seeing much of a difference here. These guys seem to aggro when I'm pretty close to them, but not. I don't know. I have to try on those enemies that really give me trouble. Where I was like, I cannot sneak up on this bitch. I don't know. I couldn't tell if the person was being serious or trolling.
These blue ones, the Requiem flowers, right?
It took us ages to find. It wasn't
Wasn't that bad. I know, right? Imagine how it would have blown if they weren't any here.
No, you two. The flowers were here, so it was worth it, right?
Yeah, we got the job done. That's what counts.
All right, back we go. I will say, I wish I could just like open the map here and just click on a location and go there. That would be very convenient.
We're back, Mr. Quint.
Yeah, faster than I expected. Did you get the flowers?
Yes, please check to make sure we got the right ones.
These are the ones, all right. Your efforts are much appreciated, Special Support Section.
Just doing our job, sir.
Man, getting all those flowers took way more work than I was expecting. You can tell us had run out? What are the odds of that?
Well, we still managed. Sir, may I ask you something?
What is it?
It's not particularly common to gather these 3 specific flowers except for funerals nowadays. What exactly did you need them for?
You're right, there's no funeral at the moment. Well, so you help me pick them, come with me. We'll go place them together. You'll get your answer afterwards.
Maybe it was specifically for Guy? I don't know.
What is he talking about?
Beats me. Guess we'll see when we get there.
Nah, it's not Guy's grave. Here lies Saya McLean. Oh, fuck me. Arios' wife.
McLean?
Could this be Arios' wife?
On to the next one.
Here lies. Supposed to see his better days. Can't make out whose name's on it.
Perhaps the gravekeeper knows.
Here's the last one.
Hey, that is Guy's grave. Here lies Guy Bannings. Is this who I think it is?
Lloyd's older brother?
Reason I asked you to gather those 3 flowers is pretty simple. Wanted to give them to Guy Bannings and the families of those that were precious to him. It's only natural to show respect to the one's closest friends, right?
Interesting. Interesting. So the McLean family was pretty important to him, huh? Ooh, and then the mystery grave.
Sir, do you know Guy Bannings?
Everybody knew Guy Bannings. That's right. I could never forget him even if I tried. Back when he was still alive, he often came to visit me in my cabin. We shared drinks and stories till the sun rose. There aren't any family left, you see, so I gotta tell you how many times this company saved this old man.
I had no idea.
I'm starting to understand the nature of this support request.
When it came to the time for his funeral, I felt like I was torn to shreds. Your name was Lloyd, right? So you must be Guy's younger brother.
You know who I am?
I remember first catching a glimpse of you at your brother's funeral. Then once I saw a picture of you in the Crossbell Times 4 months ago, it jogged my memory. Your faces aren't like anything alike. I'm starting to see the resemblance.
I don't think I'm anywhere near him yet when it comes to being a detective, though.
Lloyd.
Actually, there's another reason why I submitted such an annoying job to the SSS. Just because I like seeing you run around, Lloyd. I need to ascertain firsthand whether you 4 or Guy's successors had grown any.
And? Do we make the grade? No! Well, you finished the job, so that's something. However, you're still rough around the edges. Damn, bit harsh, don't you think? Ha! That said, I think the special support section has a bright future ahead. Or there's like something else like missed for this quest. There's a chance you all catch up to or maybe even overtake Guy one day. And when that happens, come back here and pay me a visit. Share some drinks. The same as I did with Guy. All right, I'm looking forward to it.
Your older brother lives on through a lot of people, doesn't he? I agree. Through me as well.
Catch up to a guy pounding ain't the easiest thing in the world. It's gonna take quite a while, I bet. I'll say that gold mine ended up being the biggest bear to take down the mafia of Crossbell's corruption. What did you say, Randy?
Yeah, you said it. Barriers! You know, I will surpass him someday. I have to.
Looks like I've talked your ears off. Time to head back inside. Thanks to you, I was able to pay my respects to my dear friends. Can't thank you enough for that. If something else ever comes up, I'll make sure to contact you again.
We'll be waiting. Goodbye, sir.
Okay, that leaves only one other side quest, and this is the side quest that apparently you can only get if you have enough DP. And thankfully, I think I'm well beyond that. The regular base game gives you a very little wiggle room in extra DP to be able to, like, you know, I guess get the top rank. All these extra missions I've been getting have I'm like well above it. I think you need like 388 and we're up to what exactly? I'm sorry, 288 and then we're up to 306. So yeah, we're good. And actually we didn't even report in the ones that we do have. Let's do that real quick. Bam, bam. At 9 extra points on that one. Holy shit. Now I'm up to 321. Yeah, I'm well beyond it now. All right, I think to trigger it, I think we just have to go to Imelda's shop. Imelda's using a communication device installed beneath the counter. God damn, we're gonna have to talk with Jonah or something.
But don't joke with me, you old fool!
Nope, maybe not.
I've had a buyer in London for ages. It's ready, isn't it? Send it here immediately. Do I make myself clear? Damn it! That geezer hung up on me. Good morning, ma'am.
Did you need us to help with anything?
Since you four. Yes, actually. See, I think this stubborn old kook I know has finally gone senile. Oh, I understand. And you're supposed to have sent you four to assist me. Yes, oh yes. You will work wonderfully.
Yeah, come again? I got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling? No, it is a certainty. Are you free now, by chance? You are splendid.
No, wait. We actually have somewhere to be.
Huh. Oh, I'm sure you do. That's not for anything urgent, After all, you had time to stop by here.
Okay, you got me.
Would I be correct to presume that you have a job for us, Imelda? Sharp girl. Not that I would expect anything less from old MacDowell's granddaughter. I do, in fact, have something for you to do. Needless to say, I would make it worth your while.
It's not the part I'm worried about. Fine, then. At least hear what you have in mind for us.
Let's get down to it. All I need you to do is go pick up a doll and deliver it to me.
A doll?
By that, do you mean? I do. One from Rosenberg's studio, which you'll find on the outskirts of the northern mountain path. Naturally, it's no fake like that one at the Schwartz auction. It's a genuine Rosenberg doll. One of his newest ones, in fact. It's in absolute mint condition.
And now you gotta make sure not to run into any monsters on the way back or you lose it. Whoa, back it up. Don't those things go for like tens of thousands of Mira?
A single Rosenberg doll is worth the average Crossbell's entire annual income. Yes, well, I'm contracted as the studio's sales agent. The only problem is that the Meister is an old fool who despises any human interaction. I went to great lengths to find a buyer for his latest doll. He has the nerve to start complaining now.
We're actually gonna meet this dude? Finally?
Well, I'm not sure if we can solve that exact problem.
But we should be able to bring back the doll for you. I'm curious about one thing, though. Why is the Meister suddenly against selling it? Ah, well, the buyer is suddenly problematic. Truth be told, he's an infamous broker that's always resells rare works of art at exorbitantly high prices. I can only assume that the old coot is put off by that. As the artist, I can hardly blame him.
I don't know, guys. This one might be a bit out of our league.
Excuse me. Goodness, you youngsters these days are so unbelievably lazy. Come now, I'm paying for your help, bitch. I've no doubt you can change that man's callous heart and safely retrieve the doll.
Well. Rosenberg Studio, huh? Guess I'm a bit curious about Ren. There might be some kind of connection there with Kia as well.
Ooh. This is like it's gonna be a pretty imperative, important side quest here.
Can't promise that we'll get the job done, so we have other things to take care of, but if you're okay with that, we accept.
Fine. This is what we'll have to do. Well then, leave this case in your hands, dearest. Try not to disappoint.
Getting a new doll. We actually finally gonna go into that fucking Rosenberg studio? All right, let's go, guys. If I'm gonna go inside this motherfucker. Rosenberg Studio. It's actually gonna be kind of amazing if the first time we go in here is actually for something completely optional.
This place seems as deserted as usual.
How odd. It sounded like Imelda was in contact with someone here. Not to mention, wasn't Ren staying here too? Albeit faint, I detect a presence coming from within the building. As to whether it is human or not, I am not sure, but it is definitely there.
Huh. So not even you can tell, Tio.
Hey, Lloyd. If what Estelle and Joshua told us about the society is legit, then.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This doll studio must be connected to it, in some way or another.
Yep, looking like it.
Well, I guess it is possible. Honestly, I didn't take them seriously at first, given the absurdity of the story, but considering everything that happened with Ren, it's starting to sound more feasible.
So that's what's going on here. You're that young police squad Ren was telling me about.
Who's there?
Where's that voice coming from?
You were sent here by Imelda, I presume. You're out of luck, though. My works aren't mere second-rate antiques to be handled and pawned off by a broker like her. Leave it at once.
Sir, please.
Well, when you put it like that, what's a guy supposed to do?
He makes a fair point.
Still. I suppose you did make a long trek to get here. Turning you away at the door would no doubt be unsatisfactory. Besides, I owe you a debt for all you did for Ren, so I'll give you one chance.
A chance?
What do you mean?
What I mean is that I'd like to test the extent of your strength. The gate is unlocked. If you so wish, open it and enter. However, are you prepared?
Uh-oh.
Should we go inside?
From what he said, something's bound to happen when we open that gate.
Don't tell me he went and set a bunch of booby traps for us.
Perhaps there's something even nastier.
Methinks we are going to be attacked. Let me in. Let me in!
Everyone!
Doll Valkyries and whatever the fuck that is.
Look out!
Are those angels and monsters?
For real, man? It's your freaking test.
Brace yourselves.
They're coming. Praying to cast an art. Ow. God damn it. You're making me mad. Oh god, the music's going the fuck in too. We all about that demon dominate. I just realized, is Earth Wall even in this game? Like I see it anywhere. Mostly I uncovered at the start. But I think it was, yeah, when I was like looking through all the shit, all the spells. So I have yet to come across it, which is kind of unusual. Angel Doll, Valkyrie from Heaven, supports and attacks, mechanical sounds can be heard from within. Till Dawn Doll, Guardian of Heaven and Agitator of Sins, mechanical sounds can be heard from within. So they can only take earth damage. What the hell happened? Oh, I tried to impede this guy. Oh, he doesn't take physical damage either. Oh, it takes only earth damage entirely. Ow, ow, ow. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, these motherfuckers. These Valkyries, when they attack me, they impede me too. What a bitch. What the fuck?
Isn't going anywhere. Try again later if you feel up to the task.
What the hell? He just exploded and killed me in one move?
What were those things? It's obvious they were no ordinary monsters, let alone anything we have faced before.
Well, this ain't gonna be easy.
Ow. What the fuck? Ah. Actually tough as nuts. What an asshole. That should prevent, it says except KO. Is that auto death? Does that mean it doesn't prevent auto death? I assume it does. I mean, I think there was a few times where it seemed like I fucking just instantly died. Guess I'll be able to tell if I don't know. It's hard to tell because I'm like using the turbo button through a lot of it, so. Okay, the Valkyries are dead. I can't do anything to debilitate them either. Sucks. Would this work on them? This doesn't count as physical, does it? It doesn't. All right, good. Yeah, you're just fucked, dude. So what makes this fight hard is the fact that, so those guys could only be hurt from earth skills, but the stupid Valkyries will constantly impede your moves. So you have to kill them first, but then you're essentially wasting time because you have this countdown until they fucking nuke your ass. Well, that blows. Nah, there it is. Adamantine guard. Single craft guard. I don't think it's the same. It's how it functioned in the other games.
Holy shit, whoa. Genesis Flood. An enormous tower swallows all enemies. Cool. This is the thing I'm trying to go for. The grassroots trees skewer the enemy in a wide area. Whoa. Bro, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, that's one down. Damn, the other one didn't die? How did this fucker live? Oh my god, you fucking assholes. Stop impeding me! Oh my god, this. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? What happened? Everyone's fucking dead. Oh my god. No, fuck you, dude. I'm so fucking sick. He's actually giving me tips now. It was impeded hearts to try to cast them while is wasting energy. Try shifting your strategy and crafts. We're forced to get you nowhere. Till dawn reflects his physical attacks, so you leave them alone, you'll find yourselves in a world of pain. Cooperate with his angels. You can impede arts. One could say they're unstoppable team. How to break that fearsome combination. Drives your heads, you face them down. I almost had it. It was just like, just couldn't get to the last. I don't understand what the fucking, why did it not die? I like that one of those fucking tree things or one of those fucking things for some reason. I don't know. I couldn't tell because I'm going through so fast through it. I feel like they should have died after that last Yggdrasil I used. Okay, now they're fucking dead. Holy shit, okay, there we go. So to get a lucky bout there. There we go. Jesus Christ, that was annoying. Rising sun. Sure. S-break. Die, demons. Hope it wasn't like, oh, you lost those fights 2 times, so you like lost bonus BP for this shit. I'll be pissed. Those weren't normal monsters.
Are those springs and gears? Dolls, I presume.
Dolls? What kind of dolls have you been playing with?
This has been a fine waste of my time.
Sir? What in the... Okay, well that was not the voice that was right for you at all. Holy shit. Is this voice, by the way? This isn't.
Wipe away the shock. I'm York, owner of the Rosenberg Doll Studio. You four are the brats of the CPD's special support section, I presume.
Yeah, that was... the voice I was using, definitely not for this dude. Holy shit. Here's like a blacksmith from Lord of the Rings or some shit.
Yes, sir.
Did Ren tell you about us?
No, I didn't need to hear from her. I may be a recluse, but that kind of information gets around. Still not too keen about handing this over to Imelda, but a promise is a promise. Yeah.
New doll's trunk.
Thank you, sir.
I was not expecting you to hand it over this quickly, considering your objection earlier.
Ha! Every doll has its own destiny. Could be this doll has to pass through the hands of a boorish broker before it finds itself where it truly belongs. It's the same with people. Each and every one of our destinies rests in the hands of the goddess. Wise words.
Things do make a bit more sense when you phrase it like that.
Wait just a second. What was the deal with those angels and monsters you had us fight? Does this mean that Ren really is part of that society?
Detective Bannings, do you really have time to be worried about things like that?
Huh?
I am a humble doll maker. Nothing more, nothing less. You are tempted to confront the many illnesses plaguing this land. However, you will find it impossible to find a cure for all of them. And despite all that, I hear that you intend to gaze into the bottomless abyss.
The
same goes for Ren. Your destiny is not directly entwined with yours. For you worry yourselves with Ren, isn't there someone else who should be taking priority?
You mean Kia, right?
Yeah, he's saying that Ren's tied with Estelle and Joshua, not you guys. That's gonna be more the things they need to fix.
Lloyd found her in a suitcase that was meant to contain one of your dolls, but it appears you already know that, sir.
If you know something about keto, now's the time to spill the beans.
Did you forget what I just told you? Every doll has its own destiny. It's quite possible that through some strange twist of fate, life took root in one of my creations, and it became human.
Come again.
What are you even trying to say?
That's what I said at the start. But everyone said, no, Nico, don't go down that path.
To be clear, no dolls with her characteristics have ever been crafted by these hands of mine, as far as I can recall.
Okay, well, there you go.
The entire incident was likely someone appropriating the Rosenberg name.
Phew.
That was in a bad taste, sir. So you really don't know anything about Kia?
At the very least, I'm not aware of how she became involved in that auction. I assume neither is Ren.
Well then.
Damn. Yeah, I was hoping you'd have some kind of clue for us.
That reminds me, is Ren inside?
No, she just left actually. She's quite the fickle child. You'd be wasting your time to try and catch her here.
Wait!
I have no more to say to you for. Go on, take that doll to Imelda, and tell her to deposit the mirror on the usual account.
Well, wow. No sign of the old man. Wow, we actually saw him. I don't believe it, dude. In a fucking side mission. Crazy. And a missable one at that. I mean, like, if you didn't have enough DP, you wouldn't even... I mean... Well, I wonder if this is the only time you ever see this dude. At least in this game.
The Saudi Ouroboros, eh? Don't know if that old man is a part of it, but one thing's for sure. Those guys are anything but normal.
I am curious about these dolls. Even the Epstein Foundation is still incapable of creating things of that nature. And the Bros CCF has only just begun their research into them. The Rosenberg studio is becoming more and more mysterious with every visit. This might be too much for us to handle at this point.
I think you might be right there. Well, we still have a job to do. Let's take a stall back to the antique shop. I'm sure Imelda is waiting for us.
Sounds good. God damn, I got the fucking shit kicked out of me, though. Kick the fucking dicks right out of me, boy!
Is it trunk what I think it is?
That's right. Jorg agreed to leave it with us.
Would you like to confirm its contents?
Oh my god, it looks like Ren. With like silver hair.
Yoo-hoo! Sweet Adios, it really is the nuts new doll. I cannot fathom how you convinced him, but bravo!
Not sure we convinced him or if he was just impressed by our raw stubbornness.
Either way, it is a marvelous doll, isn't it? I've seen some before at a friend's place, but each one is truly a masterpiece. The craftsmanship takes one's breath away.
I'm inclined to agree. They're remarkable. I was expecting to be about the same size as Kia, though.
That sweet little girl you met before, eh? There are Rosenberg dolls that are about her height, yes. York seldom mix them, though, so you never see them on the market. That's also why they're said to fetch such outrageous prices at the auction. Perhaps older dolls were more her size. For example, I remember Belle's being a similar height.
Oh, really? I have a question, Imelda. Are you aware of the other dolls Rosenberg Studios made?
Other dolls? Whatever do you mean?
How about giant dolls that can move on their own? Ring any bells? Specifically one that looks like an angel and another with a big face.
Oh, are you perhaps talking about the automaton? If anything, I'd say those are actually his specialty. I've heard their movements have become even more precise since he started incorporating mobile technology in them. You know about them?
Melda just knows the whole plot of this game, doesn't she?
And you didn't? Even I can see Elle use them on stage from time to time. I believe the soldier with the spear in their latest production was an automaton.
What? You mean the one that was twirling the spear around like it was nothing?
I never would have guessed. Not in a million years. Well, surprise! The troop sent an entire order for complex stage props, too. Everything from the lighting apparatus to the water control to the wire flying system was entirely York's handiwork. I suppose it's still far from being public knowledge, though.
Well, my mind's blown.
I will admit that I thought the stage was incorporating impressive tech. But does that mean that those angels and monsters function similarly? Who's to say? That old coat's full of mysteries. Not to mention stubborn to the bone. He hates just about everyone he meets. But as long as he puts out a new product every so often, unless we dip in on the profit, I don't have any complaints. At any rate, you certainly didn't disappoint, dearies. You'll be first on my list to call if I ever need a hand again.
Ah, if you insist.
Well then, if you'll excuse us.
I'm gonna comment out it looks like Ren. Here, on, I'm gonna buy it back. I'm gonna save you again, Ren.
So get dolls. That reminds me of another curious rumor I heard some time ago. Spoke of these peculiar mechanical dolls that can move on their own accord, even when on rampages during the LeBeau incident.
Yes, I believe that was Campanella.
Perhaps York played some role in those proceedings after all. Is the horrible shutdown of orbital technology throughout an entire country really something to make light of?
No, it's not. It's just given what we know about the society's role in it.
Damn.
Whew. It kicked me in the fucking dick, bro.
I got like 1 billion fucking DP for that. I got 8. That's pretty good. Promoted power suit.
What? Completed all quests?
No, I didn't. I meant just second class. What are you talking about? Pretty sure I didn't. Or maybe it's just giving me that because did I hit like the max DP or something of what I should have? That's I guess. But even if that were the case, if I had the max DP, then I would I'd probably be at first class by now, right? Power suit. Holy shit. Cool. Gives me the strength of a god. I probably should put that actually on Randy. I can't take getting hit by spells though, but who gives a shit, right? Just don't get hit. That actually makes him hella fucking prone to spells. Just don't be a bitch. Nah, that's not the last quest. There's still I still see at least one quest in the guide here. So yeah, I think it must have been something to do with like hitting a certain threshold of DP. Maybe you can't get like that last like first class or whatever for your for this without like doing a main story quest or some shit. That's probably what it is actually. Yeah. Because even if it's probably like if you do every single quest in the game, right? Every other side quest, you'll get this many points, but that still won't get you to first class because there's still the main story quest that also give you DP, and that pushes you over the edge. That's probably what it is. So I hit like the certain threshold in the side quest, but a lot of them are also bonus extra ones that I didn't have, that I wouldn't have had normally, because this is a modded version of the original game to have the Vita versions. I wonder how the Vita quests got put in here. Did they like pre-program the game to like just act or pretend like they were the quests there? Did they somehow rip the code from the original like Vita version and put it in this one? Like, I don't know. I would have thought the code would be pretty different because they're two different systems, but maybe not. Maybe they're actually like, maybe it was actually just like as simple as that. Well, either way, this seems like a good spot to end things here for now, guys. Next time we will be continuing with more main story, which is good because this shit's starting to get crazy. I still can't believe we actually met the the doll guy through a side quest.
But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already. Become a Picky Penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.